up or down? Sounds simple, right? But the answer to this question is going to determine how you press and if you're pressing correctly or not. Most people get this wrong. Kettlebell pressing involves a certain type of breathing, and today I'm going to cover what that breathing is. A lot of people get this wrong and they risk injury. They leave a lot of strength and power on the table, and they stall their progress, which you may be experiencing in their pressing and their kettlebell training. Today I'm going to show you how to take control of your breath, how to power your breath, how to breathe through the kettlebell press, and how to get stronger safely and effectively while breathing the right way, doing your kettlebell pressing. All right, let's jump right into it. All right, so the kettlebell press, it's a full body exercise. It's a shoulder exercise, but it's a full body exercise. So therefore it engages the full body, your entire body in one single exercise, okay? But at the same time, there's little other factors that are involved with the press other than just pressing it overhead. Your core is engaged, your diaphragm, and like this video is about, your breathing, all right? So up or down, that's the question. Do you breathe up or down? How do you breathe through the press? Okay, so there are different factors in breathing when you're doing the press, okay? So first off, to get the bell up into the rack position, to press the bell overhead, you need to breathe, of course. You need to breathe and clean the bell up into position. Okay, that's the first step. And then the next one's gonna be, what do you do when it's in that rack position? How do you breathe? Okay, so first off, you're gonna clean the bell up. So you're gonna breathe in, hold, and then as you hike the bell back, you power it up into that strong rack position, remembering that the press is only as good as your kettlebell clean. So get that breath right from the clean, all right? So just real quick, in, hold, then you're in the rack position. Okay, this is where we go into how do you press the kettlebell from here. Okay, so up or down. So if you're doing multiple reps, multiple presses, you're going to air in, hold, a little bit air in, your abs are braced, you're squeezing into this fist, your quads, your legs, everything's locked, and you're going to breathe out. But not just breathe out like, you want your abs to stay braced. So what do? You power breathe, you power it up strong, all right? You're going to air in, then on the way down, you pull it down, breathe in slow through the nose. You're pulling the bell down like you're doing a one-arm pull-up. Reload. Okay, so remember, when you're doing that pressing motion, that's when you're powering it up. Okay, that's where your breath, your core, your diaphragm, your glutes, your whole body needs to be synchronized. And when you synchronize through the breath, that's what synchronizes it all. That power breath up all the way to the top, you grind it through to the press, okay? And that breath starts right from here, right when you start to press it, you start to breathe out, so you press it strong overhead. That's gonna be the same for every kettlebell weight, small, light, same thing. Clean it up, press it up. When you do this correctly, the bell is gonna feel lighter because you're powering all your energy, channeling it up all the way up to the press, okay, using your breath. Again, you pull it in, air in, down through the nose, reset. Okay, just like that. The breath should feel like you should feel like like it's strong. Okay, you should feel like it's strong through the press, okay? So same thing with this heavier bell. So the same thing, the breath, the power, you should feel like yet you're getting stronger every time you press through that breath if it's synchronized. Okay, practice that. Again, getting that kettlebell clean up. Lock, air in, pressing it up, okay? Pull it down, controlled. Okay, always lock out at the top. At the top, you're done with your breath, your abs are still engaged, and then you repeat, okay? So the breath, simple, but very powerful. Okay, so breathing with the kettlebell is power breath. It's out on the way up, power, but not just out, it's grinding power breath. You're channeling, your abs are engaged, everything's locked in, you're grinding it up. As much power as you can have. Tighten your entire body. Because remember, the breath synchronizes your whole body together in one power movement for your press. And then on the way down, down, grind it up. Okay. That's the power breathing with the kettlebell press. If you do this correctly, your press is going to be stronger. You're going to synchronize your entire body, your core, your glutes, your quads. Everything's locked up together and doing the press all as one. And that's what you want. All synchronized. Okay. So remember that. Remember that's how you want to press. Okay. Practice the press. Practice the kettlebell press. Practice this movement. Practice the breathing. Okay. Practice, practice, practice. Okay, you're gonna get this down. Practice it, get it down, get that breathing down. And if you want an exercise, you can start to apply some of these press fundamentals. Short 10-minute workout I have for free, KB10 in the comments. I'll shoot that over to you. You can start practicing the press, your deadlift, your swing, all that. The breath is still the same with the press versus the swing versus all the other exercise. It's power breath, it's power. You're generating your power. The breath is so, so important. Not just with the press, but all the exercises as well. The swing, all the other kettlebell exercises. And with my 10-minute full body workout, you can practice those and get a workout in as little as 10 minutes with one bell. So KB10 if you want that. Otherwise, practice your breathing, practice the patterns, practice the breath. Remember, power breathing up. Inhale on the way down, pulling down, reloading, and firing it up to get strong press. And make sure your core's engaged, glutes engaged. If you synchronize the breath, everything's gonna be nice and tight. You're gonna do the press safely. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video. KB10 if you want that full body workout. Otherwise, keep training strong, keep getting after it. You got this. If you want any coaching, if you have questions, leave them in the comments. I'll get you training strong, get you training right. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Get after it. You got this. Train strong.